Coffee is a great power in my life. I have observed its effects on an epic scale. Coffee roasts your insides. Many people claim coffee inspires them, but as everybody likewise knows, coffee only makes boring people even more boring. Coffee sets the blood in motion and stimulates the muscles. It accelerates the digestive processes, chases away sleep, and gives us the capacity to engage a little longer in the exercise of our intellects. Coffee affects the diaphragm and the plexus of the stomach, from which it reaches the brain by barely perceptible radiations which escape complete analysis. That aside, we may surmise that our primary nervous flux conducts an electricity emitted by coffee when we drink it. Coffee's power changes over time. Coffee, Rossini, the great Italian composer, said, is an affair of 15 or 20 days, just the right amount of time, fortunately, to write an opera. This is true, but the length of time during which one can enjoy the benefits of coffee can be extended. This knowledge is so useful to so many people that I cannot but confess the secrets of releasing the bean's precious essence. Connoisseurs pursue coffee drinking the way they pursue all their passions. They proceed by increments and move from strong to stronger stuff until consumption becomes abuse. Yet when you pulverize rather than grind coffee, you crush it into a unique form of molecule which retains the harmful tannin and releases only the aroma. That is why Italians, Venetians, Greeks, and Turks can drink coffee incessantly without harm, a coffee the French contemptuously call caféo. Voltaire drank just such coffee. The quantity of coffee in the upper receptacle, the way the beans have been crushed, and the amount of water passed through them determine the strength of the coffee. This three-part formula constitutes the ultimate consideration in dealing with the beverage. When you have reached the point of consuming this kind of coffee, then become exhausted and decide that you really must have more, even though you make it of the finest ingredients and take it perfectly fresh, you will fall into horrible sweats, suffer feebleness of the nerves, and undergo episodes of severe drowsiness. I don't know what would happen if you kept at it then. A sensible nature counseled me to stop at this point, seeing that immediate death was not otherwise my fate. To be restored, one must begin with recipes made with milk, and a diet of chicken and other white meats. Finally, the tension on the harp strings eases, and one returns to the relaxed, meandering, simple-minded, and cryptogamous life of the retired bourgeoisie. The state coffee puts one in when it is drunk on an empty stomach under these magisterial conditions, produces a kind of animation that looks like anger. One's voice rises, one's gestures suggest unhealthy impatience. One wants everything to proceed with the speed of ideas. One becomes brusque, ill-tempered about nothing. One actually becomes that fickle character, the poet, condemned by grocers and their like. One assumes that everyone is equally lucid. A man of spirit must therefore avoid going out in public. I discovered this singular state through a series of accidents which made me lose, without any effort, the ecstasy I had been feeling. Some friends with whom I had gone out to the country witnessed me arguing about everything, haranguing with monumental bad faith. The following day I recognized my wrongdoing and we searched the cause. My friends were wise men of the first rank, and we found the problem soon enough. Coffee wanted its victim. The truth I set down here is subject only to the tiny variations we find among individuals. It is otherwise in complete harmony with the experience of a number of coffee's devotees, among them the celebrated Rossini, a man who has studied the laws of taste, a hero. Observation. Among certain weak natures, coffee produces only a kind of harmless congestion of the mind. Instead of feeling animated, these people feel drowsy, and they say that coffee makes them sleep. Such individuals may have the legs of serfs and the stomachs of ostriches, but they are badly equipped for the work of thought.